Hello, this is BM Blouse, and this will be my first Forza commentary. This one, I will be commentating over SSR League
My mic to cough.
/ MEA.
It's fine.
I am currently qualified 3rd in B Lobby. This is my first SSR race. I practiced quite a bit for this race, but I forgot the essentials like where to brake off the start. So I had a little trouble here. Got bumped in the back. Still good.
Sorry,
Almost hit off my teammate. Right now I'm getting swamped. Coming down to second corner. Going too wide in. Right now I'm getting swamped by pretty much all the cars, as you can. Had a rough start. Accidentally tap Kurtz. This race didn't go too well for me, but it was a pretty good learning experience. My goal in this race was to be fairly brave, driving bravely around the track, so you could say. What I mean by that is like going for dive bombs, you know. Not being scared going too wide into corners, not being scared of dive bombing people or overtaking them. Did work out fairly well. Not being scared on the brakes that would accidentally hit them in the back. As you can see, this Lambo has the top end on me. Better than him in the corners.
Oh, onto it.
My goal in this race was to get some fresh air, as I feel like I had the pace over everyone who's in front of me. Right now we're coming down to the second corner on the second lap. As you can see, behind me and in front, there's a pretty big train. Everyone's moderately clean. We had a few crashes. First 2 laps, I think. First lap. We had a few crashes first lap, but everything went well. Well, for me, sort of. As you can see, going into the downhill section, I outbroke my... Going into the downhill section, he broke really early, and I thought I was going to go into the back of him, so I accidentally locked up. I caught it though, didn't go into the tie break, thankfully. I wasn't sure how I was going to get past this, because as soon as we got to the straights, he would just be gone. The worst part about it, he'd be fairly slow in the corners, so everyone in the back who also had a Porsche and a Lambo who was faster than me was able to catch up to me, and as soon as we got to the straights and they would be behind me, they'd also start to take off past me. I'd say the corners I had the trouble the most was actually last corner and first corner, because if you go too much in, you accidentally tap the grass, you lose like at least 5-10 stops. And I didn't want to outbrake myself and actually go into the back of someone, so you'll see me
Can you
braking
move your
way
mic to
too
these
early
because your
going
sound's quite
in.
loud. If you don't mind.
Right there, I was trying to be brave. The guy in front of me right now, he was, how should I say this? He was fast, but he wasn't on pace. He was about 2 seconds paced. So I would lose pace because of him. And then when I start to gain pace, I get stuck behind him, and then I'd start going his pace again. And everyone else would start going his pace. But in the end, it was a good battle. As you see there, I almost hit the wall and ruined my race.
Drifty's not in this party.
Around third lap, as you can see, I was getting fairly annoyed because I knew if I got past him, I'd be able to catch up to the pack up ahead real quick. But my driving skills weren't
Think you got damage?
top notch enough to do that. My driving skills are not the best when it comes to battling right now. Still working on that. I ain't gonna lie, that was a little bit my fault. To be honest, the way I broke into that corner, my braking was on point, but I didn't brake the same time he did, so I went into the back. And as you can see, SSR CJ Pert is able to catch up. Now we're going too wide. A little cheese that I just lost that position, and then someone else is trying to get in front. I wasn't gonna let that happen. And Adler Girl, my teammate, lagged out. Since we were already a few laps in, couldn't really restart. We only restart on the first lap. Right there, I wasn't trying to pass him, but I was trying to make sure he doesn't pick up pace on me so I don't lose him. That's why I sort of pretended to go too wide. See, this is what I was talking about. Once I got held up, I started getting swamped by other cars. And see, this is what I was talking about. Once I get held up, I start getting swamped by other cars who have the pace on me. Going into the last corner, I thought I was going to go into the back of him, so I moved to the side. Still 2 seconds off of pace right now. Since I'm still fairly new to racing, around here, I decided I'm just gonna full send it every chance I get. The Lambo tapping out the Porsche gave them both a bad run. Now I'm in the mix. I had to let off there. I would have went into the back of the Porsche.
Did you disconnect from the race?
There's like a big train from like 4th to like 11 right now.
She'll still get points for 17th in this lobby.
Going into the uphall section. CJ Pritz gets it all wrong. I go onto the outside. That wing acted like a signboard and almost screwed me up. Going to the downhill, I tried to full send it. Definitely was probably a bad place to do it. As my first failed attempt, so I go for a second attempt to this corner. It works out. Wasn't too bad of a move. A little sketchy, but it still worked. But the problem here is I don't have the straight line speed. So SSR is going to get in front of me, and then we're going to go too wide again. Coming to the last corner. This was a bad move on my part. I didn't brake late enough, so Hornet gets the run on the outside while I get on the grass. Probably lost about 5/10 on that corner because I touched the grass. Now I'm gonna get a dive from Senna. It's gonna take. I'm gonna tap the wall, and there goes my race.
Wow.
There were some interesting battles, short-lived, learned some stuff, you know. A little pissed because I practiced real hard for it. Just gonna fast forward it here. Till the pits.
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray the day you walked away. You were the clock that was ticking in my heart, changed my state of mind.
Ladies and
Love
gentlemen,
so hard to find. changed like the weather. When it's in rain, all that
Maybe I've been wasting time, my state of mind's been a little hazy lately, but I stay alive. Come take a dive inside my head, feeling down but never out, I'm hanging by a thread. I'm wasting time, my state of mind's been a little hazy lately, but I stay alive. Come take a dive inside my head, feeling down but never out, I'm hanging by a thread. I'm hanging by a thread.